Okay, so today I wanted to talk about fungal acne. That's actually the biggest reason why I didn't even want to do these videos, but I decided why not tell YouTube about what's going on with my skin.
Speak her name.
I did some research, I think on the same website that everybody found out about this from, which I'll link. And I started realizing that perhaps I have fungal acne. I was breaking out a lot, kind of like every day. My skin was very dehydrated. The breakouts looked different. They were kind of like red rashy bumps rather than cysts or whiteheads or blackheads, which if you have acne, you're pretty familiar with what those things look like. So that's how I knew that this type of breakout, this acne, was a little different. When I started reading the description, acne that doesn't seem to respond to typical acne medications, or acne that just seems really persistent and kind of crusts over versus healing, that's when I knew something was up. Plus, I was also getting, this is a little TMI, but I was also getting Tinea versicolor on my body. That's kind of how I knew that what I was dealing with skincare wise was a whole other animal. So, because I'm super perfectionist, but we're going to go with the word proactive because I'm proactive, I decided that I wanted to heal this. I'm getting a little older and it's getting a little tiring always dealing with these breakouts. So one of the things with fungal acne that I think really trips people out is what kind of product should I use? Apparently there are a lot of things that feed the yeast, which in turn just exacerbates the fungal acne and keeps you breaking out. So I think that's one of the most difficult things. What kind of products should I use? What kind of regimen should I use? I had a few products that I decided to use to beat my fungal acne, and I also bought a few, but because I had so many products I didn't have to buy that many. So I wanted to share those products with you guys. I guess I will start with body products because that's a much shorter list than facial products. So for body products, using here, don't know if you guys could see it, it is Rite Aid Renewal Dandruff Shampoo, which has 1% selenium sulfide. Honestly can't say this is doing too much for my body, but I did have like a little dandruff patch, like, yeah, on this side, and I've been washing my hair with this every few days, and the dandruff patch is healing. I won't say it's gone yet, but it's healing. I only started on this fungal acne routine about 3 weeks ago. So my progress has been slow, but I can say that there has been progress. So that's good. I've been using Lush American Cream as a conditioner. I'm not really sure if this is helping or hurting me, but it doesn't have any oils in it. It doesn't have any esters in it. And from that post about fungal acne, I learned that can't use any oils and can't use any esters, things like that. Again, I'll link that below. This right here is an apple cider vinegar mix. I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in here with water. You should probably use distilled water, but I just use tap water. Your tap water is the greatest, so no need. And this has like a little nozzle, and sometimes I just squeeze it all over my scalp and sometimes all over my body. Apple cider vinegar is very good for balancing the pH of your skin. Last time I used this on my face, it was not pretty. So I don't actually use this on my face, but some people do. They use diluted apple cider vinegar as a toner. So that's also something. As far as soap, I use Cetaphil Gentle Cleansing Bar. Again, not totally sure if this is safe, but it works for me. Now for facial products. At first I was really kind of discouraged because I thought that in order to heal fungal acne, I'd have to like get rid of most of my skincare products, and I'd have to just use like a really boring regimen. But turns out I had a lot of the products that are considered safe, and like I said, I only had to buy 2 or 3 more, so I can still use the regimen I was already using. So that's exciting, because change sometimes is very hard. So let's get started. So the cleanser I've been using is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. It is mild, it's okay. I've used it before. Not a great, you know, big deal. It's not a super fancy cleanser, but it does the job. When I have to take off makeup, I will use this Lychee Normaderm Micellar solution. I don't actually know if they sell this exact bottle anymore, but I can include alternates in the links below. To remove stubborn eye makeup, I use this simple eye makeup remover in this bottle. And sometimes if there's residue left over after I take off my makeup and use my Cetaphil cleanser, I'll use this guy here, SW Basics Cleanser, which I use as a toner. It has glycerin, tea tree oil, rose water, none of which bother me. Tea tree oil is especially good if you're dealing with fungal acne. Another toner that I use is the Bayer's Witch Hazel. I like the cucumber scent. It really does smell like a cucumber. I mean, not that that's like a selling point, but something to remember. Another toner I use is the Glycolic Acid Facial Toner from Reviva Labs. I don't know how to say it, but it's pretty good. It is strong though, and I would say the biggest issue with doing the fungal acne treatment is moisture. I found that like the first week I was doing it, I was very, very dry. But I'll get to that in a second. In terms of another treatment, I have the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 8% AHA Gel. This is a tricky product for me specifically because I sometimes feel like it breaks me out. But I'm not sure. But it's good, it's recommended. It is fungal acne safe. Another fungal acne safe, acne fighting product is Stridex in the red container. These are alcohol free. These do actually work like gangbusters. I was very skeptical when I first bought this box, but they do actually work. So I recommend these regardless of whether you're fighting fungal acne or not. Another Fungal Acne Safe product. This time, a vitamin C serum. This one is from Mad Hippie. I like this. It smells really good. It's not sticky, it sinks in. Is it doing anything? Who can really know? But it does have rave reviews everywhere. I don't think I use it consistently enough to see any effects, but it's a good product. And it's fungal acne safe. What else do I got? Retin-a and Retin-a. This is actually fungal acne safe, and a lot of people have said this has done a lot of good for them. So this is another fungal acne safe product. I will let you know how I use all these products in a few minutes. Another fungal acne safe product is the Stratia Soft Touch AHA, of which I only have a sample right now, and I'm finishing that sample. This is not what the bottle looks like, obviously, but I actually need to pick up a bottle of that. It has mandelic acid in it, and it works really well. That is a product that I do actually see results on my skin with. In terms of what is really, really, really killing the fungal acne is cyclopyroxolamine cream. So I'm not going to tell you where I got this because I think you need a prescription for it, and I definitely didn't have a prescription. But if you go to your doctor and ask for this, they'll give it to you. It works really well. It starts working almost immediately. The only concern with this is that it's very, very drying. And that first week I was just kind of testing products out, so I didn't realize that I needed a moisturizer. So I'll get to that in a second. Another product that works really well for fungal acne is Urea Cream. This apparently, it almost like exfoliates and hydrates your skin at the same time. I'm using, I think, a 40% version, which is extremely high. It's recommended that you only use a 5 to 10% version, but I like this. It's one of the few I was able to find that had ingredients that were safe for my skin, because I am also allergic to a gang of other things on top of having to find things that are fungal acne safe. So you can only imagine how much of a headache this has been for me. A real ordeal. This is good. It is actually a cream gel, so this is also really drying, but we'll get to what I use for hydration in 1 second. And that time is now. First and foremost, Squalene, the GOAT. This oil is unbelievable. I don't know if you could see that in a jar, but it's very liquidy. It's like, it's the thinnest oil I've ever used. It almost feels like water going on. Your skin sucks it up immediately, and I am so obsessed I got an 8-ounce pump. Amazing. Please get your Squalene. I was using the ordinary Squalene, but I stopped using the ordinary Squalene because Brandon, the CEO of The Ordinary, and I got into it on Instagram, which I'll cover in another video. But basically, I don't support that brand anymore. Next, so I also use the COSRX Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is good. It's a bit thick. I tend to layer this over the Squalene. I will say that first week when I was using the fungal cream, this and the Squalene was not enough. So a heavier cream that I just got like a day ago, and it's also fungal acne safe, is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I got a big tub because I'm also going to be using it on my body. It smells like nothing. It feels like Vaseline, but it works, and it's very, very, very hydrating. Now, if you need another hydrator on top of this one, you could get yourself some good old Vaseline. I like the tube because I don't like having to stick my hands and stuff. This is good for lips. It's good for your face. It's good to use as an occlusive. I don't use it as an occlusive because I kind of hate going to sleep with like that feeling on my face. But it's good. It's good for dryness. So keep that in mind. Before this, I want to say I was using Aquaphor, but the Aquaphor just wasn't as hydrating. So I don't know what's up with that. Trying to think if that's it. That's everything I'm using for my fungal acne. As an SPF, I am using the Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. This is very, very, very soothing. It works pretty great. So I'd say that's it. The end.